Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel for another Monday market update. Thank you so much for stopping by. If this is your first time, I am here every Monday giving you an update on what's going on in the Phoenix real estate market. I'm Caitlin McKegg. I am a real estate broker here in Phoenix. All of this information that I get is from the Cromford report, which I am a subscriber to, and they pull all of their information from the MLS and provide that to their subscribers who are all realtors to then provide to their clients. So I come here to share all of this knowledge with you, and it will be so helpful if you are thinking about buying, selling, investing, renting. All of this data will help you. So this week I want to talk a little bit about rentals. Every week, or at least for the last year, every so often, I've been talking about how much rental rates have been increasing. Okay, you guys, rentals have been wild. It's been a lot like the housing market for buyers and sellers. However, we've seen increases in rental rates that have exceeded the increases in home prices. And the demand for rentals has been huge. The supply has been low. Sometimes rentals are harder to get into than buying a house. And we're starting to see a little bit of a change. So right now, our rental listing supply is up 39%. We are sitting at about 1,543 active rentals on the market, and last year at this time we were at 2,138. So definitely seeing some increase in supply, which is great if you're a tenant, but if you're a landlord, that starts to worry you a little bit because now there's more competition on the market and you may not be able to charge the rent that you were charging previously. We also have seen an increase of new rental listings by 20% year over year, which is another big change. And our average lease price per square foot is now sitting at $1.80 per square foot, and it's down from $1.93 per square foot. So clearly there are some changes in the rental landscape. And oftentimes we talk about rentals being kind of the first indicator for the rest of the housing market because rental rates change quickly, right? They can change lease prices much quicker than we see home prices change because leases start very quickly and we get that data right away. When you have home prices, it's usually a 30-day close or more. And so all of those details are lagging indicators for us when it comes to home sales. But rental information is pretty quick to respond. So we're definitely going to have to watch this trend and see if rental rates are plateauing, if they are going to continue to go up, if they're going to go down. I don't know, but at least right now we need to keep an eye on this. And if that continues for a while, that could certainly start to affect our housing market for buyers and sellers. If the argument to rent is cheaper than buying, we may see some softening demand, fewer buyers looking for homes. That would then start to soften prices, possibly. So keep an eye on rentals. Now let's move over here to our sales and talk about listings under contract. We just hit a new record for our listings under contract, $300 per square foot for listings under contract. That's the first time we've broken that barrier, and that number was half of that about 5 years ago. So hitting new records in the housing market. What else is new here in Phoenix? That is an increase of $40 per square foot in the last 6 months and about 15%. I mean, $40 per square foot, that's a big difference when you're looking at price per square foot. So listings under contract hit a new record. Not totally surprised, that's where things have been going. This is important to track because, again, these are just listings under contract. This is not closed yet, but seeing where this is heading, it's an indication of where sales prices will likely end up. And so since we just hit a record with listings under contract, we're probably going to hit a record then with sale prices as we get into the future, the next 30, 60 days. So let's talk about the CMI, which many of you are here for. If you're new, I will explain. If you're old here, skip this part. The CMI is the Cromford Market Index. It is an index that the Cromford report has created to help us understand supply and demand factors in our market. If the index is over 110, it means that we're in a seller's market. If the index is below 90, it means we're in a buyer's market. If we're above 110 in a seller's market, it also means that prices will continue to increase. And so where we're standing right now, 463.7. Last week we were a little bit higher than this. This has started to drop down a little bit, but ever so slightly. And mainly that's because our demand has started to go down a bit. We're at 112.5. So this means that we're 12% or 12.5% above normal for demand, and our supply has not really moved. I think it was 24.2 last week. So that means that we're about 75% below normal for supply. So extremely low supply, above normal demand is creating that pressure that increases housing prices and putting our index at a very high number. So we'll keep an eye on this. It hasn't been doing too much lately, just kind of slowly coming down. For the past 3-4 weeks, we've stayed in the 460 range, somewhere in there. So no crazy movements there. We'll see what those trends continue to do, especially understanding what's going on with listings under contract and keeping our eye on rentals. We'll see where the CMI ends up. If you want to know what the average price per square foot of rentals are in your zip code, look in the description below. I have a link where you can request that information. Also, if you have any other questions about buying, selling, renting, investing in real estate here in Phoenix, you can reach out to me anytime, call, text, or email. My information is in the description below, along with a link that you can click to set up a time to chat with me. Thanks so much for coming to my channel and watching this video. I appreciate all your support. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button and the bell for notifications. I will be back later this week with more Phoenix real estate information. I'm Caitlin McKegg with the Desert Dreamers team at HomeSmart.